Karnataka is a powerhouse. It has the most productive economy of the country. India's Silicon Valley is in Karnataka. It's 8th largest state by population in India. But when it comes to its power politics, it's the most unpredictable state of India. Rarely does a Chief Minister of Karnataka complete his full term of 5 years. Since independence, only thrice did a Chief Minister complete his full 5 years in power under the state emblem, Gandha, the two-headed eagle form of Vishnu. S. Nijalingappa of Congress in his second term, 1962-68, was the first to complete his full term as the Chief Minister of Karnataka. Another 2 decades passed before Janata Dal leader Ramakrishna Hegde was able to serve a full term between 1983 to 88. 3 decades later, Siddaramaiah, the veteran Congress leader, completed a full 5 years between 2013 and 2018 as the Chief Minister of the state. He came back to power in 2023, but his second term has been full of ups and downs. With DK Shivakumar standing shoulder to shoulder with him, his claim to the CM chair has been under threat from the very first day.
That I am going to complete 5 years term. I will be the Chief Minister for 5 years. I made it very clear on 2nd of this month. I made this statement, and I made this very clear. And Mr. DK Shivakumar was also there, because on that day we were having a cabinet meeting. He was also there.
Sir, would there be a change of guard after 2.5 years? As was told that there has been this 2.5 years formula being chalked out by the...
I don't know. See, one is speculation from your side. There is no speculation within my ear or my eyes.
The 16th government of Karnataka approaches its halfway mark, and the speculation and power tussle has already reached its peak. If there's no seat share between the current Chief Minister and the Deputy CM, then the next spot to fight over is the Karnataka Pradesh Congress Chief post. And the game is full on in the Karnataka power relay. On May 13, 2013, Sri Kantirava Stadium was buzzing with fanfare and celebrations. There were 50,000 people who had gathered there. They had come to witness the swearing-in ceremony of the 22nd Chief Minister of Karnataka. The one who would lead the state after the Congress swept back to power with a comfortable majority. Siddaramaiah was being sworn in as the CM of Karnataka, an ambition that he had nurtured with care over a decade ago, when he realized it was feasible. Siddaramaiah's CM ambition dates back to the time when the JDS chief H.D. Devagowda expelled him from the party. Siddaramaiah's unapologetic desire to be the CM was seen as conflicting with the party's rising star and Devagowda's son, H.D. Kumaraswamy's ambitions. Siddaramaiah had ended up with the portfolio of a deputy. He went on to become the longest-serving deputy CM in Karnataka's history. But after his bitter exit, Siddaramaiah finally found home for his ambitions in the Congress. He till date is only the second Chief Minister of Karnataka from Congress party to have completed a full term of 5 years. The other one being S. Nijalingappa. Now in his 70s, but he nurtures the ambition of becoming the longest-serving Karnataka CM. overtaking D. Devaraj Urs, who spent a record 7 years and 238 days in office.
You are now completing almost half your term in a few months. You could actually also overtake Devaraj Urs as the longest serving Karnataka Chief Minister if I add the 5 years of your term between 2013 and 18. You're turning 77. You are 77. Are you thinking of retirement at all, or is a politician never tired or retired? Is Mr. Siddaramaiah going to lead the Congress in the 2028 election?
Normally, politicians are not retiring. See,
Will you lead your party in the 2028 elections? Are you ready for that?
definitely I will lead.
You don't think that if there is a change in government, anti-incumbency will be less, and therefore you need to give way to a newer, younger order? Shivakumar ji is about 15 years younger than you.
No, see, listen. In Karnataka, the people of Karnataka are not against this government.
There's no anti-incumbency.
No anti-incumbency.
At 63, Deputy CM of Karnataka, DK Shivakumar, stands as the challenger to this ambition of Siddaramaiah. Younger by more than a decade to the septuagenarian Chief Minister, he is the man who united the vocaligas to muscle Congress's return to power 2 years ago. After the poll results were announced, a power struggle started between Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar for the top job of the state government. The High Command of Congress, after days of deliberation, decided on a winning formula. Siddaramaiah was made the Chief Minister.
Siddaramaiah ಎಂಬ ಹೆಸರಿನ ನಾನು
And DK Shivakumar, the Deputy CM.
ನಾನು ಡಿಕೆ ಶಿವಕುಮಾರ್ ಎಂಬ ಹೆಸರಿನಾದ ನಾನು.
For 2 years since then, both factions have struggled to stamp their domination over the state politics. The tug of war has been anything but subtle. But as the halfway mark approaches for the current Congress government in the state, the CM debate once again hots up the power corridors. From Bengaluru to Delhi.
ಪದೇ ಪದೇ ಹೇಳಿಕೆಗಳು ಬರ್ತಿದೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂತಂದರೆ ಕೆಲವರು ಗುಂಪುಗಳು ಇರ್ತವೆ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಆ ರೀತಿ ಊಹಾಪೋಹಗಳನ್ನು ಅವರು ಹರಡುವಂಥ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಮೊದಲಿಂದನೂ ಕೂಡ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಬಂದಾಗಿಂದನೂ ಕೂಡ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಹೈಕಮಾಂಡ್ ಬೆಂಬಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ, ಮುಂದೆನೂ ಕೂಡ ಬೆಂಬಲ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ಶಾಸಕರು ಕೂಡ ಅವ್ರ ಪರವಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ.
With each side blaming the other, the High Command of Congress stepped in.
That is in the hands of High Command. Nobody can say here what is going in the High Command. This is left to the High Command. High Command has got power to take further actions, but unnecessarily one should not create problems.
Out of power BJP sits on the other side, fanning the inner turmoil in the grand old party.
No, Congress party, I only suggest Mr. DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah, don't try to follow the path of Mr. Rahul Gandhi. You train them because you are all trained, you are matured politicians. You train your people.
MLAs from each faction fanned the speculation fire of possible change of guard at 2.5-year mark of the government of Karnataka.
ಇದು ಹೈಕಮಾಂಡ್ ಗಮನದಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಹೈಕಮಾಂಡು ಸೂಕ್ತವಾದ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಸೂಕ್ತವಾದ ತೀರ್ಮಾನವನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ವಿಶ್ವಾಸ, ನಂಬಿಕೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಲ್ಲ, ಈಗೇನು ಇವ್ರು ಕ್ರಾಂತಿಗೆ ಡೇಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಇವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 2-3 ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ತೀರ್ಮಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಅದನ್ನೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಸುತ್ತಿ ಬಳಸಿ ಏನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ನೇರವಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
Congress emissary in charge of Karnataka, Randeep Surjewala, tried to bridge the gap and bring both sides together.
We are all part of the family. Congress is part of the family of all the Kannadigas. So as a Kannadiga, as an important responsible journalist, You have expressed your affection, you have expressed your concern. I want to thank you. As your question, I think I answered it right in the beginning. I framed it. This is an organizational exercise that is going on. You asked me whether this is a exercise for any change in leadership. The answer remains no.
The two leaders tried to put up a brave face of unity.
ನಾವಿಬ್ರು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀವಲ್ವಾ? ನೋಡಪ್ಪ, ಯಾರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ನಾವು ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ.
And when that didn't douse the fire, Siddaramaiah came out emphatically to put all rumors to rest, and his deputy CM toed the line.
ಇವರು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು, ಅವರು ಸುಳ್ಳು ಹೇಳೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಶ್ಚೀಮರು. ಬರೀ ಸುಳ್ಳೆ ಹೇಳೋದವರು, ಸತ್ಯ ಹೇಳೋದು ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವರಿಗೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಅವ್ರು ನಂಬ್ತಾರ ಬಿಡ್ತಾರ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಟ್ಟಾಗಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ನಾನು ಮೈಸೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ, 5 ವರ್ಷ ನಾವೇ ಅಧಿಕಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ಕಲ್ಲು ಬಂಡೆ ಥರ ಇರ್ತದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸರ್ಕಾರ, ಗಟ್ಟಿಯಾಗಿ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಅವರು ಹಗಲು ಕನಸು ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಪಾಪ.
What option I have? I have to stand by him, I support him, and I don't have any objection to it. Whatever the party high command tells and whatever he desires, it will be fulfilled.
But DK's loyalists refused to back down, and the game of roulette continued, making the opposition beam ear to ear.
Shivakumar was given a wonderful contribution to the party to build the party. Sky is the limit for his efforts. He has given such a programs. So in that sense, what I mean to say is the right time to give him as a chief minister.
On the formation of this government about 2.5 years back, this buzz is going on. There is a deal for 2.5 years of Siddaramaiah and 2.5 years for DK Shivakumar. And this has got a lot of bearing on the stability of the government, administration, and as well as fight for corruption. Therefore, the Karnataka people are suffering. And every day there are statements from both sides MLAs and ministers speak. One seeks change in leadership and somebody says Siddaramaiah will there for 5 years.
The ring of would he or wouldn't he continued with the deputy CM keeping his foot firmly in the room despite public displays of reconciliation.
ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಮಾತು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ವಿಫಲ ಆದರೂ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ವಿಫಲ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನನ್ನ ನಂಬಿಕೆ. ನನಗೇನೇನು ಬೇಕೋ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ.
The verdict is still not final, as both the Chief Minister and the Deputy Chief Minister were denied appointment with Rahul Gandhi when they came calling in Delhi. Siddaramaiah prevails in the meantime.
I don't want to tell him because, see, he's also one of the aspirants. Nothing
He
wrong.
says he's Congress president. He has worked very hard for the party in Karnataka. He also deserves a chance, his supporters are saying.
He has executed his duty. Anybody would have been in his place, would have worked like that only.
So what would you tell DK Shivakumar then? To wait? Are you telling him to please wait? Kursi abhi khali nahi hai. Chair is not empty.
He himself said this. Kursi abhi khali nahi hai.
It's a political potboiler in Nataka, Karnataka once again.
For development activity to be prioritized, for governance to take a front seat, it's important that this issue be put on the back burner. It is better that the party leadership resolves this issue. While it's very easy to say that, it's an extremely intricate, delicate, and complex task for the central leadership to do. And in recent times, one has seen that the central leadership to some extent has got a little weakened and also has developed an element of hesitancy to take action.
MLAs in the DKS faction, Iqbal Hussain, CP Yogeshwar, Uday Gowda, Tanveer Seth want leadership change for CM post. The Siddaramaiah camp prepares to outmaneuver them with change in leadership for the state Congress chief post. The Karnataka CM camp recently met Congress chief Mallikarjun Kharge in the national capital, calling for the removal of DK Shivakumar as the KPCC president. They are pushing for PWD Minister Satish Jarkiholi to take over, highlighting the fact that he is a senior leader from the scheduled tribe community. Sources confirm that Jarkiholi has been convinced to give up his cabinet post if he is promised the KPCC chief role. So the Siddaramaiah camp is reportedly pressuring the party high command to implement the change by August or September. This is seen as a strategic move to limit Shivakumar's influence, especially his power to summon MLAs under the Congress banner. If Shivakumar is removed as KPCC chief, it could effectively cut him off from key party decisions, especially those being made in Delhi.
ಪಕ್ಷದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಯವರು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೋ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳೇ ಉಲ್ಲೇಖ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಟಿವಿ ನೋಡಿದೆ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬಿಸಿ ಇದೆ. ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸುಮಾರು 7,000 ಅರ್ಜಿ, 7,000 ಅರ್ಜಿಗೆ 350 ಅರ್ಜಿ ತರಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಆ ವಿಚಾರ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಾನು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಅದು ನೋಡಿದೆ ನಾನು. ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿ ಚೀಫ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಕೆಲವೆಲ್ಲ ಟಿವಿ 9 ಯಾವುದು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಎಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಅವರೇ ಉತ್ತರ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
Siddaramaiah sits tight in his chair in the meantime. The veteran Kuruba leader pulls his weight to defend his stance at every turn.
What has been your discussion with the Congress High Command? Say the final word.
How many times I must tell you? How many times I must tell you? It was not discussed at all. Leadership issue was not discussed at all. It is not before the High Command.
Believer in social justice and a family man is how the Twitter profile of Siddaramaiah describes him. The 78-year-old Chief Minister of Karnataka was born into a Kuruba family in a small village of Mysuru. From grazing cattle as a young boy in the village to the top echelons of state politics, Siddaramaiah has come a long way. With no formal school education to begin with, he later went on to study law at the prestigious Mysore University. It was in 1983 that Siddaramaiah contested his first assembly election on a Bharatiya Lokdal ticket and won the Chamundeshwari seat to enter the Karnataka Assembly. 2 years later, Siddaramaiah joined the Janata Party and stayed on for 2 decades, with one faction or the other as the original Janata Party fragmented. Deep-rooted in the Janata Parivar, Siddaramaiah was known for his anti-Congress stance. But in a turn of events in 2006, he decided to join Congress when he was expelled for differences with his mentor and then JDS chief H.D. Devagowda. This decision played a pivotal role in his political career. Siddaramaiah is hardly ever seen with his wife in public. He likes to be seen as the rustic politician, the one who preferred to be referred to by the single name Siddaramaiah. Always attired in traditional white local dress, the Congress leader is also a self-confessed agnostic. In his rise to political prominence, Siddaramaiah had positioned himself as a leader of the backward classes. And it helped that he belonged to the powerful yet backward Kuruba community.
And that is supposed to be the agreement between the two, that he will vacate his seat for Shivakumar after the halfway term. So which means the third week of November is when he is supposed to hand over. But if it doesn't happen, there is another possibility that could happen. And that is, Siddaramaiah might say, look, I'm very close to creating a record in Karnataka. You see, the record for the longest tenure as Chief Minister is now with Mr. Devaraj Aras, who was the Chief Minister in the 70s and 80s. So he in fact was there for 7 years and 248 days. Now Siddaramaiah has completed 7 years and he wants to break that record. So if he has to break that record, it can happen only by January 26. So probably he might tell the High Command, look, allow me to be here till January 26th. So will he step down after 26th January? We don't know.
On the other hand, Dodalahalli Kempagowda Shivakumar is from the powerful Vokkaliga community. It was he who rallied the powerful vote bank of South Karnataka in favor of the Grand Old Party in the 2023 state elections. The Vokkaliga leader of Congress has pan-Karnataka appeal and grassroots organizational capabilities.
Let's accept the fact that in 2023 you had a joint leadership of Siddaramaiah and Shivakumar contesting that elections. Siddaramaiah as the leader of the opposition, Shivakumar as the party president at the state level. So there was more or less both the leaders had agreed that this is an issue to be decided after the election. In important ways, Shivakumar is seen as somebody who is an organizational person, has been a loyalist to the party, has been an important fundraiser for the party. He is the points person at any crisis. On the other hand, Siddaramaiah brings with him years of experience in a leadership position. So now the Congress also will need to decide, are we talking of a short-term decision or a long-term decision? That, I think, is the critical factor.
When he lost out to Siddaramaiah for the CM post, he had the Deputy CM, KPCC and Bengaluru Development and Water Resources portfolios. It has been a tumultuous journey for him in the past 2 years, but at every turn he has matched and sometimes even outsmarted the veteran Kuruba leader in Karnataka as well as national politics.
See, the OBCs are not going to give it up that easily. And they are a very dominant force right now. And in fact, the caste census says that the number of OBCs have gone up. And there is a proposal that the reservation meant for OBCs should go up. That is what the caste census said. Of course, it has been put on hold. And another census is being done in its place. So, and Vokkaligas also have been waiting for a long time.
I think all those who are part of this tug of war have made very clear that it is the central leadership, they are what they would call the High Command, which is the body that has to take the ultimate decision on this. The Chief Minister has said this, and earlier the Deputy Chief Minister also made this point. So I think for the good of the state, for development activity to be prioritized, for governance to take a front seat, it's important that this issue be put on the back burner. It is better that the party leadership resolves this issue. While it's very easy to say that, it's an extremely intricate, delicate and complex task for the central leadership to do.
The power relay in Karnataka is going to decide the fate of the Congress party in the state. It is now a battle of castes. Kuruba versus Vokkaligas. United, they can sail the party through to 2028 elections. But if they fall apart, it will be advantageous to the opposition.